Hey, what's going on to all of my Scorpios out there? So let's get into it. Let's roll this down some, actually. There we go. All right, let's get into it. Hope y'all are having a great day. Y'all know me. I be on my grind, giving y'all the best videos possible, as much as I possibly can, you know. So, for you Scorpios, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Ace of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Death card, and the Ace of Swords. So what I'm seeing here for a lot of you Scorpios, the Death card, you did show up in your own reading, right? So so what I'm seeing here for you Scorpios, right, is the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. Up, y'all already know what the High Priestess represents. People are out here trying to get your attention. People are out here trying to get your attention, trying to, you know, they're thinking about what it is that you're doing. Some of them are stalking you through social media. Some of them are thinking about you a lot. If you have any kind of social media, which I'm sure the Scorpios do, um, just know that you have a lot of people trying to see what's going on with you and what's going on with you. You may even have cross watchers in this video. But what's going on with you is a lot of you Scorpios are on your grind. You know, you're being quiet about it. You're not telling everybody, hey, look at me. I'm on my grind. I want everybody to know that I'm getting money. No, a lot of you Scorpios are just going off doing your own thing. You know, and if other people figure it out, then they figure it out. No one's saying anything, right? Hush, hush. And that's cool, right? That's cool. So, because a lot of Scorpios like to be silent anyway. So, um, the Three of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, though, right? The Three of Cups, break it down. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups represents how, but again, though, even though a lot of people are thinking about you, right? Some of those people wouldn't, they don't have the guts to actually tell you that they into you. You know? So you got to understand, right? Like Scorpio intimidates a lot of people because I met a Scorpio the other day. Fine, fine, fine. I mean, anyway, fine, fine, fine on top of fine on top of fine, just fine. But a lot of people are intimidated by your beauty, your emotional intensity. Dig? So, so as a result, a lot of people are not going to tell you, I'm interested in you, Scorpios. I want to get to know you, Scorpios. I like you, Scorpios. I want to be with y'all. I want to get to know you relationally, right? As far as a relationship wise, right? You just have a lot of stalkers, right? You just have a lot of stalkers, a lot of people who not going, from, just kind of, you know, basically watching from the clouds, so to speak, as they say on the internet, watching from the clouds. Those people that you don't necessarily know specifically who is there, but they're there, right? The Two of Pentacles represents how a lot of you Scorpios are just doing your thing, and if people like you and stuff like this, you're not really worried about that type of stuff. You probably didn't even know that, you had a lot of stalkers, but now you do, thanks to watching this video. But at the same time, a lot of you, for you Scorpios who are lucky enough to watch this video, a lot of you Scorpios, now that you know, y'all still don't care. Y'all are still gonna go on with your lives like, because you're doing your thing right now. And what I mean when I say you're doing your thing is nothing and no one can stop you from being hurt. And this is what I'm talking about. If we can get you Scorpios to constantly be here and get better, that's the point. Because those times when you get to a point where you in the routine of doing things, right? You're in the routine of doing things. You waking up and you finding a groove. You waking up, You're going to work, you're handling your business, or you're waking up, you're running, you're running your own business. Things are going well, and you're making progress with it. You know what it is that you're doing with the money when you're getting it in your hand. Your health is good. Of course, your health is good, and you're at peace, right? Well, this is how it is that you're supposed to be while in a relationship. Because this is why it is that I say over and over and over again, if a relationship is too difficult for you to maintain, see, relationships supposed to be easier than what the commotion and the chaos that you hear out here. And a relationship is supposed to be easier than that. A relationship is supposed to be way more straightforward and simplistic and direct than that. And this is what it is that I'm talking about. If a relationship is too convoluted, it's a dub. You gotta let that go. It's a dub. You got to let that go. You got to dub that, because the situation is that is the person is bringing too much threat. They're bringing too much commotion. They're bringing too much of a toll onto you, whether it's financially, right? But the financial joint is really, even though it's a lot, the financial is really the least of it, because then they're bringing a toll on your own health because of the goofy stuff that people do when it comes to playing games and relationships. So for me, like I said before, I'm, I said this before. I'm a Virgo. I have Pisces in my chart as my ascendant. I have Aquarius in my chart. I'm not the type of person to where I'm going to continue to go through this hardship with you because you goofy and you bringing up nonsense. I will leave. I will ghost you. I'm serious, because for me, if it's too difficult, I'm not going to stay in a relationship with you. Like, I don't mind the ups and the downs as long as we're doing it together, right? As a unit, as partners, right? As a relationship, and we're both on the same page. I don't have a problem with that. But if you causing the mischief and you on some BS, I gotta bounce. And that's the same type of mindset you don't have to have, but you should have, because it saves you Scorpios a lot of time and worry and nonsense. If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section, right? The pinned comment post called the link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to a website where you have my social media outlets in which you can support me, from the books that I have that are on Amazon, private tarot readings, right? My email address, right? If you need help, if you need help paying me for a personal reading, then you can always feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks at yahoo.com. My Instagram page, right? Link to my Instagram, as well as the Teespring store, okay, which has clothing on it. Anything from pants, shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, So the Seven of Swords represents, thank you. The Seven of Swords, right, represents they're not going to stop being on the nonsense, Scorpio. Like, if you were to get with any one of these people, right, so to speak, that are out here stalking you, these people would not stop the nonsense. They wouldn't stop it, because you got to understand that people who are caught up, who are that deep in playing games, if you ask me, they're too far gone. They're never going to stop. And people want to talk about, and there's other people starting to talk about the same thing too. The idea that there is no such thing as a phase. No, when you in the game, you in the people. See, when you in the game, most people are in the game forever. They're in the game forever. But a lot of this is why it is I say that at some point everybody gonna have to stop playing the game, because the whole point in the first place, whether you being a gangster, whether you going through whatever phase you going through, is to essentially get what it is that you were supposed to get, what you wanted, whether it's the money, whether it's the attention, right? The relationship, and then afterwards get out and never get back in the game in the first place. But now, because of the time that we in, right? And I should say the era that we are in, right? The times, the modern era that we in, people are remaining in the game forever. They getting in the game, however old they in the game, and they in the game forever, for their whole life. And even when they want to stop being in the game, playing games with the nonsense, they want to go ahead and continue. They can't get out of the game, even if they want to get out of the game, because now it's, they don't want to change their goofy ways. They don't want to change their dysfunctional ways, Scorpio. So even if these people were to come out and tell you that they into you, it's nil. It's null. It wouldn't work, right? The Four of Pentacles, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It wouldn't work. They're too stubborn. They're too caught up in their own ways. And people who have that type of mentality, they're too downstairs to even try to be like, yeah, I really should, rearrange how I think about things, because it's goofy. The Nine of Swords and the Death card is, you know that you have to keep it pushing, because the Death card represents it represents you Scorpios, yes, but the Death card in particular represents putting an abrupt end to nonsense. And that's one of the things that Scorpio represents, is putting an end to something, right? And what needs to be put an end to is your top, you Scorpio's tolerance for BS. Because maybe the High Priestess represents this person that you hung out with recently, or you used to hang out with, that was recently. So you recently broke up with them. This is you hanging out with them, right? Not hanging out with them. This is them trying to see what it is that you are up to. And obviously that's whack, because how come when they're in your face, they can't act right? But when you're not around, they miss you and they wish that you was there. That's whack. That's that hypothetical stuff. And you know what hypothetical is? It's nonsense. It's BS, right? It's gobbledygook. It's gibberish. So because what's the deal, right? In front of your face, factually they can't get their stuff right, but behind closed doors they like you. What type of hypothetical situation is that? I was about to say, what type of Mr. Potato Head stuff is that? It's a mix match. It's a mismatch, right? So the Ace of Swords represent, again, move forward, but move forward in your life being sharper, move forward in your life being on point. Understand that when enough is enough. If a relationship is too difficult for you to be in, then it's time for you to bounce, because this person is going to try to keep violating your trust whenever it is that they get a chance and they have enough energy to. And you're seeing how far people are willing to go to actually violate your trust, right? To the extent that they go to. So the overall premise for you Scorpios is for you Scorpios to watch your back, to be wiser about the people whom you're getting into relationships with, and just, again, you don't have to create drama. The drama is going to naturally come to you when the hard times set in. When it rains, it's going to pour. And when you're in a relationship with somebody, watch how they move. If they there with you and they rocking with you, then it normally means that that person is a keeper. If the person going missing, then it means that this person isn't a keeper at all. That means that this person is only there for the good times, and it means that this person doesn't know what to do and they leaving you alone, which means they're still not a very good partner. You still shouldn't have them around. So let's clarify the High Priestess. Let's clarify the High Priestess. Yeah. Oh. But the Nine of Wands, the Page of Wands, the High Priestess, right? So the situation for you is that I clarify one more. My bad. I clarify one more card. The Judgment. So to clarify the High Priestess, you have the Nine of Wands, Page of Wands, right? Which means, yeah, like they're too caught up in their own nonsense to ever really listen to you and the reality of the situation. You got to leave that alone. You have left it alone, but they're still looking at you and trying to figure out what if, and trying to see if they can get their foot back in the door. The Hangman and the Judgment represents Now should be a very intense time for you Scorpios, because a lot of you Scorpios are making some serious life changing decisions. And I know that unfortunately it's going to be painful. You're going to be heartbroken, but it's something that's necessary. One of the hardest things that I had to do, even in my own life, honestly speaking, was get rid of my friends. And it took me a while, right? For many different reasons. One was because they were stalking me too. They would show up at my school and all types of stuff. But the point is that when they got real bad, I had to realize that ultimately I have to eventually let them go. But it hurt. It broke my heart. Let's clarify the death card. It broke my heart because if I let them go, then I really wouldn't have any friends, because my best friend is in a different state now. So, but to clarify the death card, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Right. This person, see all that stalking, Eight of Pentacles, Six of Cups, they're gonna come back. They're going to come back. They're going to try to say what's up to you anyway. The Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, they're going to act like they change. Some of them may even just blatantly tell you that they change. But you Scorpios have to be wise enough to understand it's BS. It's nonsense. They're not really meaning that. It's a trap. One that you shouldn't fall for, because you Scorpios are supposed to be better than that. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Yeah, clear out the people in your life who are causing you to BS, yo. Trust me when I tell you, you'll be better off without it. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. As of right now, I have 4,494 subscribers. Smash that subscribe button. Smash that like button. Hit the notification bell. Set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop videos like this.